Well, as far as Cecilia Braekhus go, I think she's a tremendous fighter. She's a tremendous ambassador for the sport. Unfortunately, I hadn't had an opportunity to actually meet her in person, but I heard so much great stuff about her. I know that she trained a lot with Abel Sanchez at the summit, and she was a unified champion. And unfortunately, the fight didn't go her way, even though I thought it was a close win for her, or at least a draw. I'm not sure why she lost that one. I mean, why the judges decided that. But I feel like this time she will get her titles back from McCaskill very easily. I feel like this is going to be a tremendous fight, and she will be victorious in that fight for sure. As far as women's boxing, I feel like this is a great thing. I feel like this is a great step up for women in sports in general, especially in such a hard sport as boxing. And we have different, female athletes that represent this sport. I actually spoke with one in Canada. She's a prospect. Her name is Tanya Ovsenik. She's a 3-0. I think she trains in UK or Slovenia right now. She moved from Canada with Scott Quick. But anyways, I can see a lot of talent coming into the sport, and the more talent we will have in the sport, the more competitive it will become, and the more exciting it will become. So I'm definitely all for women in sports and women in boxing for sure. Absolutely, especially they have 2-minute rounds, so they don't have much time to sort of get into the groove and all of that. They have to get the job done quickly, which another thing, it's an interesting debate, 2-minute rounds versus 3-minute rounds. But I mean, definitely, their style is very exciting because there's urgency, right? So there's definitely they take more risk for sure. Right, I feel like I agree with you that there needs to be more done for female for women in sports, and I feel like in boxing in particular, networks should get behind female athletes, issue more budgets, especially for promotions, especially for social media, for great documentaries, for great movies. We don't have a lot of that, and that's why the perception is always it's not there, right? We just don't see it much, but it needs to be promoted. Everything in life, I work in advertising, and everything needs to be advertised properly, and advertising is a powerful thing. So I see that in, for example, Claressa Shields. She is being very active in social media. She's being very vocal, and ESPN took interest in her. She signed a contract with the Fight Network on ESPN, so that's going to be interesting. Yes, it's not going to be boxing. She's going to do a crossover in MMA, but she's doing that for the same reasons, right? It's just because in boxing, we want to see more budgets behind fights like that, behind women fights. So I think it's possible. I think there's a great business to be made there. I think women in boxing can earn much more money, and I feel like they're entitled to it. They have to earn much more money because they're putting equal amount of effort, and for the equal amount of effort, you have to be paid equally. So it's just a matter of smart promotion. And once again, Tom Loeffler, who had a great experience with working with Cecilia Braekhus, he helped out Christina Hammer. He's actually going to work with another female athlete as well. So he is definitely interested in the subject, and he understands that there's value there.